So, on today's flight, I'll be flying with you from Miami International Airport through Heathrow in the United Kingdom all the way to Kenya. So, I'm always a victim of overpacking my luggage, and here we are with extra baggage. So, my flight is 6:15 p.m. So, I don't know, I have a mixed feeling. I mean, I'm going home, I should be excited, but at the same time, I don't know how to feel. Landed safely. We thank God for everything. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Welcome back, Nairobi.
Welcome to Grace on Board.
Hello world. Welcome to my channel. And guess who is going home? None other than Grace on board. So today is the D-Day that I'm prepared. Everything packed, everything check, passport check, and now outside the ship, ready to go home for my vacation. So on today's flight, I'll be flying with you from Miami International Airport through Heathrow in the United Kingdom all the way to Kenya. So join me. So when you see me holding my passport at this particular time, just know I am going for my vacation, and this is how we do it. So as you can see, I just left the ship and I am sadly gonna miss it, but indeed I think home is waiting for me. So out of the ship we have to board a bus which will be taking us to Miami International Airport, and all these luggages belong to crew members who are also going home for vacation. So after all the luggages were loaded, it was time to take off, and this was Fort Lauderdale or Port Everglades, and you can see that we were on Terminal 21 and we are leaving the port of Fort Lauderdale to Miami International Airport. But before that, we had to drop by one crew member who was boarding a flight from the Fort Lauderdale Airport to Louisiana. So we dropped her off and then we continued our journey to Miami International Airport. So this first airport is, I don't know if it's an airport or airstrip. The people in the United States of America, please help me. Is this the Fort Lauderdale Airport or an airstrip? I'm not sure about that, but we had to stop by and drop our colleague, and then we headed over to Miami International Airport. Well, I haven't explored so much in Miami, but tell me you're in Miami without showing me that you're in Miami. The palm trees. Wow, I've always seen this in the movies and I always knew this is a part of Miami. I love the palm trees that I think they tend to bring out the fresh air, the breezy air. It has the Miami beach vibe, you know. So I've never explored Miami, but I hope one day I will for sure. But for this, I was just enjoying my view all over to the Miami International Airport. So outside the Miami International Airport, in the terminal that we walked in through, there's a cart. There's an airport cart which you can use to carry your luggages all over the airport to your check-in area. So you have to pay $9. You have to insert money in the machine. So tell me you're in America without showing me evidence. And this is me. I inserted $10 and I got my change of $1. Okay, so after paying for the card, you have to pull it out. These are American things that I'm learning slowly by slowly. Okay, so I had to take one because the luggages were too heavy for me, and there's no way I could manage carrying 3 luggages all over the airport, as my flight was 6 in the mornings. I mean 6 p.m. in the evening. So tell me, what am I gonna do with 3 luggages since morning until evening, so this is what I had to do. Finally, we got the cart loaded. Now it's time to move. So this is my colleague telling me that one of my luggages, the zipper was not working, so everything was just extra full and one of it could not zip up. So I knew I was gonna get the wrapping guys to do it for me. So I'm always a victim of overpacking my luggage, and here we are with extra baggage. So my flight is 6:15 p.m. and right now is noon. Okay, so I'm right here at Miami International Airport, and to be honest, I'm panicking because I don't know how. I'm prepared to pay the extra baggage, but I don't know how much. Well, I tried doing my research on Google, but let me see if they're gonna let me in with all my extra baggages. But anyway, let's see how it goes. And I was a little bit excited when I arrived in the Miami International Airport because I was looking forward meeting a special friend who I haven't seen for ages. Here.
Really?
After checking in all my baggages, I kind of felt relieved because, oh my god, everything was just so tiresome. But anyway, let's proceed to the rest of Miami International Airport. So for you to connect to your terminal, you need to use a train which connects you to the other part of the terminal in the airport. So talk of development, here we are. Or rather, tell me you're abroad without showing me a picture. And an example of this electric train is one of it. So let me enjoy my ride crossing over to the other side of my terminal. So now that my baggages are checked in, it's time to bite something. Remember, I had a special friend who was taking me through the airport and all that because I didn't know where to go, what to do, but I'm so glad and grateful for this moment. So we had a pizza, here we are, and some refreshments as we waited for my flight, which was around 6:15 p.m. So this particular flight is leaving Miami to United Kingdom, that is Heathrow Airport. And I can tell you, this will be a long journey. Remember, we are flying from Miami to the United Kingdom and finally to the destination, which is Kenya.
Hi.
Hello.
C71J, other side, take a right, please.
Thank you. So I got a pre-board.
So I was lucky enough to get a pre-board. Let me show you the business class. I think that's the first. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead. First class or business class, I don't know how you call it, British Air. I will be among the first people to board the flight. Okay, so here I am getting in the plane and trying to locate my seat, settling my backpack, and there you go. So the journey from Miami to the United Kingdom just kicked off, and it's time now to sit down, relax, and wait for the captain to do his thing.
Reminder that smoking, including e-cigarettes, vaping and the use of all other smoking devices is not permitted at any time whilst on board. This does include the toilets, which are fitted with smoke detectors. If you are seated with us in first or our Club World cabins this evening, then please do take extra.
And voila, here we are, just inside the BA, enjoying the lovely services. Oh yeah, the journey just started, and I knew, and I felt, and I saw, and I experienced that indeed I'm gonna be spoiled all the way through my journey. Oh yes, it's time for dinner, and this is my long-awaited meal. Yeah, okay, here we go.
Your seat is in the landing position with the armrest down and your footrest has been stowed, and your seatbelt is securely fastened. If you're seated by a window and have lowered the blind, please return this to the open position for landing.
So remember, this is the second time that I am in Miami International Airport, but the first time I was arriving, so I didn't get much time to explore, and this second time I am exiting through Miami International Airport, of which I have quite some time and somebody to show me around, and I did spend a lot of time in Miami International Airport, and I had a good time, and the airport is just excellent. But again, in case it's your first time in an airport, always follow what's on your boarding pass. And for you to get what is on your boarding pass, you need to read the sign ahead of you, okay? In every meter you go, you're going to see the sign and direction for the gates, all right? So for me, because I was connecting flights, I was following the purple writings on the signages. Well, if you're not keen enough, you'll possibly miss your next flight, because now I'm kind of lost. I'm trying to navigate my exit, but anyway, we'll get there.
So talk about getting lost in Heathrow Airport. Jesus Christ. It's been like 20 minutes. I'm trying to locate my gates and I'm lost for sure. I think a lot of people have, most people are not familiar with the airport. I'm very sure they have missed their flight in one way or the other, trying to locate their actual gates. But here we are. It says gate B, but it doesn't show the number yet, so I'm gonna wait until it pops up in the screen because I don't have the app. So here I am. Okay, thank you very much. So I don't know, I have a mixed feeling. I mean, I'm going home, I should be excited, but at the same time, I don't know how to feel. You know, I don't know whether you've been in this situation where you're supposed to be happy, you're on vacation. You go on vacation to see your family. But I don't know what exactly I'm feeling. And it's gonna be a good feeling once I start. I don't know. It's gonna be good, right? It's gonna be good. So I'm still on transit from Miami to Heathrow and then to Nairobi. So stay with me and don't move an inch, and I'll be glad to update you in every single journey. So let me wait for my next flight and I'll be there.
And just when I thought I have seen a big airport, or I have been lost in any airport like Prophet Hamad or the one in or DXB, that's in Dubai, come to Heathrow, where you have to go down, you have to go up, you have to do this until you locate your airport. Your terminal. Actually, I must admit that Heathrow is one of the biggest airports I've come across. But we're doing well. We're doing well. And did I mention that I have a favorite thing whenever I board a plane? Yes, that is taking a short clip of the flaps. When the flaps are opening and closing and doing all that, that's my kind of thing. That one doesn't go wasted. Okay, so again, we kicked off. Now this is from Heathrow to Nairobi. This is my final destination now, and as you can see by the window, we have taken off successfully, and it came to my attention there was something smoky lined up. I might sound naive, but it really caught my attention from the window that I had to zoom it. So guys, what exactly is that from my window view? Just let me know. I thought it was Abraham, but anyway, it doesn't seem so. It's time for dinner, and at this time I had rice with some, was it like chicken? No, it wasn't chicken. It was vegetarian rice, something like that. Oh my God. See how old I'm growing every day? Yes, and in case you're wondering, there's water, there's juice, cranberry juice. Yeah, that was cranberry, yes. And some cheese and something. And it's like a package that comes within, yeah? And yes, that is the size of food in the plane, in case you don't know. And did I tell you the most exciting thing about flying is flying at night? Oh boy, I love the night view. I love the night view. This is Nairobi, guys. This is Nairobi, none other than Nairobi. This is Nairobi, and after again sleeping, waking up, standing, eating, going to the toilet, and this is us. Okay, we are approaching Nairobi and we are landing, and again that's me with my camera. Otherwise, where would I get the clips if I don't do these kind of shots? Okay, I mean, where will my content come from, guys? Okay, so I have to try and struggle and be at the window. But surprisingly, on this second flight, there were so many options of window seat because we didn't have so much people on this one. So I could jump into one seat to the other. Jumping is not good, not like something I do in life. But anyway, I needed a window seat so that I can have a good view and just feel so comfortable about it. And I can tell you, the entire journey was marvelous. Everything was wonderful. I was American, then in the air I turned British, and now finally I turned African. Isn't that an amazing thing to do? Yeah, it's rare cases that happen like that. I'm just kidding. So this is us in Nairobi. Well, can I just make a joke and say that I had to swap accents, okay? So when I was in Miami, I'll be like, good morning. And now I go to UK, Heathrow, I'll be saying, good evening. And now I'm going to Africa, I'll be saying, good evening. You know what I mean, okay? I'm going through 3 continents with 3 different accents and all that. And I can tell you with my African accent, there are some things that I could speak to somebody and to take them time to understand what I'm saying until I have now to fake to their accent for them to understand me. I mean, and in romance, you do as romance do. But anyway, my accent will always go noticed. Anyway. So tell me a story about yourself connecting flights, okay? So I tell you what, I didn't know that I had to separate all my liquids from all my other luggages that I had. So they gave me a clear paper, a clear bag that I had to put all my liquids in there. And again, just as normal security check in the airport, you remove your shoes, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that. Yeah, that's why I advise, if you're not careful, you're gonna miss your next flight because there's a lot of security check that is happening around and about. And I'm telling you, the flight attendants in BA, they made me feel like a queen. The way they addressed me, the way they made me feel so special, like madam, like madam, like hi love. And actually, there was a time I kept asking, like it was time for a snack. I think it was in between one of the flights, and it was time for a snack, which was, I know it is a burger, but in British they say it, they call it burger. So the lady was going around and she was asking around like, have some burger. I was like, excuse me, burger. Oh, and I was like, oh, she's holding a burger. Fine, it's okay. So we keep to understand these things, and I felt so embarrassed about it. Like she meant burger and she said burger and she meant burger. So I learned something new anyway. So we move on. So every time we do a touchdown, like I feel like the wheels of the plane have touched down, I normally say a prayer because we've come a long way and we have landed safely. With all the transits, everything just went perfect, and it's not by my will or by my wish, it's only by God's wish. And I am so glad and grateful for British Airways for flying us home safe, and we are able to see our families. And also thank you to my cruise line for making this happen. And now here we are in the land of Kenya. Welcome to Jomo Kenyatta International Airport. How can I not introduce my one and only own airport? And here we are. So it's time to wait for my luggage, right? So we are now in Nairobi. So Karibu Nairobi, that means welcome to Nairobi. And we are at the belt And there I'm loaded with my luggages. I'm all jet lagged. Connecting two flights was not easy, but I'm glad I'm home. I got somebody to help me with my luggage, and there I am. I'm so now excited. Now it has hit. The reality has hit that I'm home, and this is outside the airport where everybody is waiting for their loved ones to arrive. And at this moment, I'm trying to trace my mama, and there she is. That's my mama. She's so happy. Daughter is home safe and sound and happy, and I can't wait to catch up with our gossip and so many things. She has to start all over again from where we stopped, and right here we are going to catch up. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and see you on the next one. Ciao ciao.
Finally home, and I can't wait to reunite with my family outside, which is waiting for me. And I'm so excited now. The feeling is home. So thank you for watching. Now family reunited with my family, and now it's time to eat my homemade food. Landed safely, we thank God for everything. Thank you for watching. Until next time, welcome back Nairobi.